running onto it, Liptak. Ball spills into a vacant area. Liptak handball. McGuinness, short kick. Look for Wigney, too high for that player. Wiedemann, Watson, McGuan. Ball pretty hard to control. Smart, can't get clear. Gets his foot to it, it bounces. And through for one behind to Adelaide. Kicked by Nigel Smart.
Yes, a good chase there from Gavin Woods. But I still maintain that Collingwood perhaps one mobile big man short in the defensive area. Woods just not being tall enough to cover Smart in the air.
Good kick in by Kerrison. Spotted Russell, who swings it out wide. This is Pert. Pushing up the ground constantly, close to the boundary line. Starcevic on the lead. Collingwood terrific so far. 4-1 to 1-3. Starcevic. Long kick inside the 50. Visca goes up, couldn't hang on. Rowe comes through. Play on's the call. Well, explain that. Rowe, open goal, kicks it.
Last night he fell in love with her. Today he's being framed for murder. Only she can save him. Backstab, 8:30 Wednesday on Channel 8.
Umpire blow the whistle thinking he was going to mark it. I don't know. Look at that.
Well, there's a problem with the advantage rule. Players get confused. Often the players can't interpret it well. So how can we expect the umpires to do the same?
Well, the only explanation for that, Dennis, is that the players must have heard a whistle maybe coming from the crowd.
Well, the umpire blew one.
Well,
he called play on.
There we go. Richardson now trying to crash his way through. Gets past Wren. Moncourt slips over. Taken away by Tregenza. Gathers. Handball. Wiedemann. No. Wren. Spills free for Fraser. Fraser, a quick kick. Collingwood, no messing around. It's at centre-half forward. Tap clear. Andrew Jarman's a chance. Sweeping hand pass. Out into the path of Lee. Held didn't have it. Scott Lee. Well done by Bickley. Gathers that awkward ball and then kicks it in towards full forward. Out in front. Good mark. Modra in front of his face.
Well, poor defensive skills there from Collingwood, in particular Mick McGuan, who elected to go the bump instead of laying tackles in the middle of the ground. As Randall Bone comes from the ground, and Brown is to get his first run for the afternoon. A bit more pace onto the ground.
Well, not much Gavin Brown could do there. Modra, a chance to kick his second goal, and he's missed, much to the disgust of the fans. Just absolute silence. Nothing much to shout about when your star full forward kicks it behind from that area. Kick in, mark taken by Richardson at right half back for the Magpies. Transfers play into the centre. Not Tony Short, Scott Russell plays on quickly. Player on his own as Moncourt is going to get chopped off. Coming down there was Visca. Still a chance for Craze. Through Bickley, strong. Kick off the ground for Collingwood by Russell. Goes back towards centre-half forward. Gathered by McDermott. Got it away quickly for Lee. Lee's kick nearly smothered, but it got away effectively. And the gather by Bickley was quite brilliant.
Bickley on the wing in more ways than one. Boots inside the 50. Pert left it behind. Kerrison did well in a tight situation. Kelly's hand pass. Intercepted by Brown. Down he went. Liptak tries to knock it to McGuinness. He's in heavy traffic there. Watson kept his eye on the ball. Played it well. Down goes Brown. Pert in a tangle with him. And the ball up on the 50. Well, the crowd a little bit stunned here by the aggression of Collingwood to start this game. 5-1-1-4. Marvellous sight. Long shadows snaking across the ground in the late afternoon. Opportunity for Jarman. McDermott against the flow. Shrugs a tackle. Bit lucky. Kicks inside the 50. Watson will need to go in from the side. In fact, he opted out when he saw Kelly coming in the opposite direction. Here's Francis. The blistering speed of an ex-South Australian. Boots the ball towards the outer side. And it's taken out there by Shaw. It's great to see him back. Tony Shaw. His 12th game of the season. Likewise Gavin Brown. Here's Williams storming away from the wing. Good looking kick. McEwen in front. No free. Play goes on. Jamison on his knees. This is Rashudo. Away they come. The kick comes out wide. In front Anderson. Still Anderson. Nicely done. Awkward one there for McDermott. It's picked up by Russell.
His kick too high. Mark taken by Jarman. Well, the pressure just showing on both sides. Couple of mistakes there. We're well into this first term. There's a minute and a half left. McGuinness has got the football. Outer wing. Running brilliantly. brilliantly is Tregenza up towards the 50-metre line. He thumps it to the square. Wigney at the back. Good mark taken by Pert, doing well across half-back. Handball away, Kerrison. Handball over the top. Watson set it up. Short kick. Not bad. McGuan very close to the ground. Mickey McGuan has played on. Short pass. Kerrison's run all the way from full back. Kick it quickly. Brown's right on your tail. In short. Goes over those players' heads. It was Visca and Brad Rowe. Brad Rowe with pace. Moves the ball to Williams. Here's another goal to Collingwood. Rocker will kick his third. It's all Collingwood. Rocker's kicked 3. The Magpies have got their 6th on the scoreboard and they lead comfortably 37-10.
Well, this is getting to crisis time now for the Crows, and of course David Parkin a couple of weeks ago spoke of the difficulties that is playing sides that aren't aiming at the final 6, and they lost the game, Carlton, to St Kilda, and perhaps the Crows are having a similar set of difficult circumstances, because Collingwood certainly are playing with greater flair and also with greater intensity. There's been a change in the middle. Tony Shaw's gone on to Andrew Jarman. McGuan has gone on to McDermott.
Surely Adelaide playing for their finals chance, Dennis.
And you would have said the same against Carlton yesterday against Sydney, I guess.
They weren't going to miss out, though.
Out of the middle, Liptak inside the 50. Well done by Brown up in front. Kerrison, he's been good so far. Watson has it. Kicks it out wide. Liptak leads back in the race now. Well done by Pert. Found a yard. Liptak on his knee. Got it across to Anderson. Anderson dribbles a kick down towards the 50. Watson gets across and he's content to run it out of bounds, and this crowd crying for everything at the moment. Still a long way to go for that young man. He looks a little nervous. That's in keeping with the majority of this crowd. Brown gets it to Wiedemann. Across the face of goal. Wigney. Committed there twice. It'll be a free kick, I think, to the Crow in Wigney, but in relative terms, those Collingwood players terrific. Both of them oblivious to the pain or anybody around them. They committed totally, and Wigney a bit lucky here. He was the man who was thinking about self-preservation. He's got the kick after the siren.
The flying magpie.
Something of a bonus here. So Adelaide, who spent 16 weeks in the top 6 this season, really confronted now, challenged by the Magpies. Collingwood are humming, and I guess they're humming a pretty happy tune up at Geelong at the present time. Wigney from just outside the 50 has missed to the near side. Disappointing turn for the Crows. 6-1 to 1-4 Collingwood lead.
The name of the game is Australia.
This pup has a face not even a mother could love.
It was almost extinct.
But the world's rarest dog is a star in the making.
Superstar status.
Ever wonder what makes a beaver tick? And is this cat a bark away from being a dog?
They're the feline equivalent of the greyhound, I reckon.
We discover the last surviving real-life dinosaurs.
They only exist in New Zealand.
Ask what's the difference between a croc and an alligator.
Never try to eat us.
And watch a baby Joey take its first steps. Talk to the animals on Channel 8.
Farm Facts, presented by your local bloke from CRT.
Soil salinity has had a large impact on land productivity and therefore upon farmers. Quality of soil is so important. It's the lifeblood of the farm. Years ago, governments gave incentives to farmers for land clearance. Unfortunately, this removed valuable vegetation which kept the underground water table low and salinity at bay. Land which once produced quality crops is now reduced to waste. However, this problem can be controlled by careful introduction of new plant life and by implementing drainage systems. Since 1976, farmers have lost $58 million purely through salinity. If this problem isn't addressed, the figure will be $114 million by the year 2010. Treat your land with respect and ensure a future in farming for future generations.
Join us next time when your local bloke from CRT presents Farm Facts.
At Miles Pierce, they really do care about getting the best price for your property and getting you into the home you want. Miles Pierce are the caring real estate agents and stand behind their established reputation of buying and selling the best in property. Auctions, commercial and residential properties. There's